in order to get the best result this week, you need to understand the strategies that you will use to increase your personal efficiency. So with the right personal efficiency, then you're going to achieve a better result this week. As this week starts, we need to understand that personal efficiency is the ability to increase your chances of success. So if you want to increase your chances of success, then you need to be aware of some certain things that you need to do. And the first thing you need to understand that efficiency is doing things right, while we have effectiveness is doing the right thing. Now, when you combine these two together, this week, your office work, your official duties, things you've planned to do, you will definitely see that at the end of this week, you will have achieved greater and more valuable results. Now, one thing is, a philosopher says something that a man that fails to plan is planning to fail. So definitely the first thing you need to understand this week as you enter this week, new week, is you need to have a set of plans. These are things you want to do this week. These are things you want to achieve. So at the end of this week, by the time you look into your book and into your record book, and you see that you have achieved everything you planned, everything has gone the way you want it, you will see that the result will be something that will be very, very surprising to you. So, in order for you to be able to increase your efficiency in life, because without your efficiency increasing in life, you are not going to be successful. Now, what are things you need to do? The first thing you need to do is you need to take a break. Take a break first. That's the first thing. And when you take a break, you use that break to analyze what are things you need to do. You need to take a break. A break will help you to refocus on your life. When you take a break, you'll be able to refocus on your life. But if you do not take a break, you just be going doing things the way you are just doing it. You'll not be able to focus. What's the next thing? And without staying focused, you might head into the bush. Now, the first thing you need to do after that is, when you take a break, you now need to ask yourself some certain questions. What are the questions you need to ask? Do you need to understand what do you want in life? What do I want in life? And again, you ask yourself, am I on the track? Are you really on the track of success? Another question is, why don't I need to do what are productive? Why don't I need to do what will bring progress to my life? What don't I need to do? And what do I need to do that is related to my focus and my dream? Then you write this down in a book. This is it. Another thing is, the next step, you ask yourself this question, that what is the next step for my life? If you don't understand the next step for your life, then you definitely go astray. Then, in this context, you'll be able to derive these questions also, that who am I? Where am I? Where am I going? Am I where I ought to be? Then, if all your question is no, you don't know whom you are, you don't know where you are, definitely you cannot know where you ought to be. And you'll not be able to know, maybe you are where you ought to be. If you are not where you ought to be, then you are the wrong place. The work you are doing, is that where you ought to be? The level you are in the office, is that where you ought to be? The status quo of your life now, is that where you ought to be? Is your life propelling? Things you are doing now, are they propelling you to greater heights? Where are you? Where do you ought to be? And another thing you need to understand to achieve effectiveness is that you need to eliminate all forms of distraction. There are distractions on the path to success. You need to eliminate every unnecessary distraction in your life, e.g. your TV, internet, friends, your life pleasure and pressure. You need to be, these are distractions. Your telephone is a distraction. Your handset is a distraction. Social media is a distraction.